Hey there, Benji. Hope you're having a great day today. I had a chance to look over the video you sent back and reply the one I sent you, and so very helpful for me to see what's going on. Very helpful for me to see from like a bird's eye perspective on the fretboard to see what's going on with your technique. And I think I have some stuff that is going to help you. So let's just go down the list of things that I have to say. So I think if we just fix a couple things, it's not going to be that bad. What I'm seeing a lot of when you're practicing. And this is a kind of like a danger zone sort of thing that I kind of can fall into myself, is trying to do too many things all at the same time that are difficult, right? When I was watching you play the riff, you're practicing what would be like the end result of all the hard work. What you're doing there is obviously really hard work, and it takes a lot of oomph to do what you're doing, so it does not go unnoticed. But what I noticed, the first thing is, I think your thumb might be a little bit too high on the back of the neck. Bring your thumb down a little bit. I got my acoustic out here, just so that way it can kind of show, even on the back of this neck right here, it's a pretty wide neck. My thumb is right about here when I'm doing power chords. Right? What I would practice doing, so practice is not playing the song necessarily. Save that for the end of your practice or the end of the week. What I would do is, you got the E5 power chord right here, right? My thumb is kind of on the middle of the back of the neck right here, right? And I play that once, drop, bring it back up again, drop, bring it back up. You're trying to make it so when you bring your chord up every single time, it's in the same position. I think when I was looking at the video, if I was looking at it right, it looked like the thumb was maybe even more like maybe up here in this area right there. And if I squeeze real hard, I can see how like right in here would start hurting, or maybe in here would start hurting. So what I would do is practice just two chords. You're trying to do too much all at once. Your practice, my first classical teacher, Jim, said this to me. He's like, if someone can listen to you practice, you're not practicing. If you're trying to play the song, you're not practicing. And watching you kind of like just go in this loop right here, if like I gotta play the riff, it might just be for the video, or maybe you do this already, but it felt like you're kind of trying just to loop the whole song, versus like, I'm gonna practice switching between two chords. And I'm just gonna place them there very nicely. Move, everybody cool, everybody arched, thumb, are you in a good spot? That might, and for me, that's kind of like I do the same method when I'm working on like Bach, right? I might have like that one right there. I can't tell you how much I practiced that right there. I practiced that a ton. Can I land it correctly? Am I getting buzzy? No, I'm not getting buzzy. That means it's getting better, right? So even me, I practice landing two chords. Right? And it looked like your thumb was getting in the better spot in the video. What I noticed is like the first finger is starting to kind of turn a little bit this way. What I think would help, so back up for a second before I get into that. What I would start doing first is, when you're shifting these chords, just literally pick two of them. You're trying to do too many things, and your hand isn't catching up with what your brain is trying to get it to do, right? These are your workers, and you're trying to train them doing one thing at a time. The one thing might be, that's harder than it looks. The reason why it's harder than it looks is because the frets get wider and wider as you move down here. I would really practice this. Reset. Relax. Stop. Time to play a song that's easy to play. All right, did that. Reset again. Okay, that's feeling pretty good. That's feeling pretty good. I practiced this earlier. I'm gonna put those two things together. Okay, that's feeling pretty good. I feel like the spacing is getting good on there. My hands feel like it's getting to work out. Okay, I should take a break for a second. I'm gonna play something with open chords. Oh wait a minute, Doug taught me a bunch of open chord songs. Maybe I should practice those for a little bit to practice my open chords. Practice open chords. Okay, now, the next step. remember that this stuff is compounding practice. What that means is that the stuff that you practice, these power chords here, the next day is going to have an added benefit of practicing these down here. So it's like after you learn Seven Nation Army and you go learn Smoke on the Water, you've already practiced that technical bit with this already here, so it's not you're starting from scratch every single time. The hardest power chord song is the first one that you learn how to play, which probably is this one. Oh, that's a big stretch right there. I should practice going first finger, stretch out. First finger, stretch out. Oh, Doug has that power chord exercise he showed me not too long ago. Ooh, I'm feeling the burn. I'm feeling the push a little past the burn, push past the burn. Whew. Okay, good. I'm gonna take a break for a second. If you try to be a hero and muscle through stuff, you're gonna hurt yourself. You gotta do a little bit of the power chord practice. Go do some open chord practice. Like you said, those aren't that bad. Have like a recovery song, okay? You know, I'm gonna work on a song that has the, you know, the, right? And then go, okay, I practice all those. I'm gonna try to put them in order. I'm gonna do them really slow though, because Doug said I shouldn't practice the song on loop as the song sounds. I should practice really slow. Everybody moving the right way. First finger, do I feel good about you? Everything going good. Awesome, I was able to make it through the riff that time. I'm gonna do that again, see if I can do that again. Thumbs nice and low. Okay, that's a good workout right there. I can feel the burn. Take a break for a couple minutes. I'm gonna go get something to eat, come back and do another round with those. You gotta break it up in small pieces. You might just be trying to do too much all at once, and that's why you're getting hand cramped. Even like you said, you're doing like maybe 3 in a row. Well, 3 in a row of that riff is a lot of work doing this right here. The first 3, 4, 5 months of playing guitar is like getting the strength to play the guitar, especially on your guitar. Your guitar is not the easiest one to play. Not all acoustic guitars are just like the same. The part of the issue too might be what's called the action. So now we talked about the physical of like how to practice the riff by doing small pieces of it and then linking them together. What I would do is seriously look at your guitar and like how high are the strings off the fretboard. It's called the action. If the action's really high, it's much harder to play and it's harder to push down because your guitar was designed for these open chords right here. Power chords are a bit harder to play on acoustic guitars because you have to push down harder on them, which is probably why your thumb is starting to hurt a little bit. That could be part of the reason. So in conclusion then, so what I would like you to do is when you practice Seven Nation Army, think of it, you're practicing 2 chords going back and forth till they feel easier and easier. You gotta build up the stamina, the physical strength to play through the whole riff. Play 2 chords. Okay, now link the next part with, practice this part down here because you get tired by the time you get down there. And then, okay, now I'm gonna try to put those 2 things together and then slowly build it out this way. Remember what we're doing here in the first stages is like getting the strength to play the guitar, right? Awesome. Feel free to shoot a video back of you working through some of the stuff. Let me know if that worked for you. And if everything is all good, that's awesome. Let me know everything went well. And if everything is going well, I will see you on Tuesday. Bye.